sorry for the voice, but I started to lose my voice tonight. Let me just tell you, y'all, it hasn't been easy, and I won't sit here and sugarcoat it no more. Um, in September, I went to go get my father. Um, because supposedly he was losing his home, and supposedly he was losing his home, and they took his home away from him, which it was him and his mom that lived in it. And they basically oh, I don't even know where to start. It's like so much is going on. They told him to get out. The house is for sale. My dad probably made some poor choices. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. He probably made some poor choices, but he also has a condition which wasn't being taken care of. Fast forward, I had to go get him because nobody wanted him in their home. So I went and picked him up and brought him to my home. I'm not going to sit here and say that me and my father had the best relationship, because we didn't. I'm not going to sit here and say we did when I know we didn't. But at the end of the day, it's my father. I know that. I don't want nothing to happen to my father. My dad is my dad, regardless. And now, all of a sudden, they want to come get him. They weren't aware of his condition. They didn't know anything was going on. And I'm like, yes, y'all did. This has been happening since he was over there. And this didn't happen overnight to him. None of this happened just like out of the blue. This was already there. And so I just been, trying to go through, trying to deal with it, trying to help him as much as we could. A lot of his insurance and stuff is like tied up, and I couldn't figure out the right process to get his insurance switched and everything, and what have not, because he's of age, and I need a lot of permission to be able to do anything. So with that being said, he's been with me here at my house since then. Now all of a sudden this person who took the house away from him is like unaware. They were like, they didn't know that my dad was sick. My dad is sick. My dad is going through dementia. He forgets. He doesn't know where he's at. And it's sad to see somebody go through a condition like that. Especially when it's a family member. Like I've had my mom who had cancer. My aunt and uncle both had it, and they're not here. I've never had to deal with so this is all new territory for me. It's all new water, trying to adjust with somebody who has a condition. My son has autism. He's on the spectrum, and so it's not easy. And so I've always taken care of my son, and how to help somebody else with something else. It's really hard. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. And so they're trying to come get him, and I don't know if it's for a good thing. I don't know if it's for a bad thing. I don't know. I pray that it's for good intentions. He was fine here. He was doing great. And now I don't know. I'm lost at words. I don't know what to say or think anymore. I think I'm just like lost right now. You know, it's been a lot. It's been almost 6 months. October, November, December, January, February. It'll be almost 7 months that he's been here when finally one relative decides to call, and now it's been a battle. And yes, you know, my dad helps us out with some bills and stuff, but nothing that we were doing already before. You know what I'm saying? Like shopping, let's go pay the light bill. You know, take the money. You know, he was like that, but now I feel like they think it's about money, and it's not really about money because I work 2 jobs. You know, and I don't know. I'm not looking for anybody to be like a pity party for me or that. It's just I don't know anymore. You know, like I'm distancing myself from that side of the family because it's just too much. I can't deal with everything. And I finally, you know, everything that has happened in my life, I've always kept my mouth shut. I always let them say what they wanted to say about me. I always let them say whatever they had to say. I never said anything back. I never did any of it. But enough was enough, and I just finally started saying what I had to say. I don't sugarcoat it no more. I don't care what I say or how it comes out. I'm going to say it, you know. And for them to sit there and think that I'm just like, hey there, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful night. And for them to think that I'm not going to say anything, it's just crazy, you know. A person can only take so much. And finally they got to come out, you know. You got to say what you have on your chest, you know. And I've done that, and I don't know. I just wish that my family was different. I wish my family was close together. I wish my family was united. But my family is the opposite of that. They're envy of each other. They're jealous of each other, of what one has, what the other one doesn't have. You know, stuff like that. And to me, I think that's crazy. You know, I think it's sad. Thank you. I will. I'm just talking. Just, you know, didn't have anybody to call, so I decided to go live and just talking what I have out, you know. But thanks for the advice. Yeah, I just wanted to come out here and talk. I know I got to come out here and talk more and maybe give a backstory of everything. Maybe explain the whole situation, you know, from day one to day whatever it is now. I do got to go buy gas, but I don't feel like going to the store right now. And the gas has gone up a lot. Welcome in. The gas is like $3.95. I could have swore that yesterday, I think yesterday or this morning, it was $3.60 something, $3.70, and now it's $3.95. So that's outrageous in prices. But yeah, you know, definitely just keep my dad in prayer, you know, that the outcome is, you know, it's a good choice for him. You know, I probably won't post this publicly for everybody to see, but if you're on my live tonight, then you'll get lucky to hear it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and hop off my live. I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. I have not been on lately. Like I said, life has been lifing, y'all. Life has been lifing. Definitely has to leave it in God's hands. Has to leave it in His hands. But all right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. I just wanted to come on and chit chat for a little bit, have somebody to talk to. But I think I need to turn the music on and listen to music till I get home, because yep, that's what I'm gonna do. But y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. Be safe. And I might be here in the morning. Just never, never know. Thank y'all.